Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away.
Class was crazy, yeah.
Whoa. Good evening, all you beautiful people, and welcome to the Class vs. Crass Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Hey Jay. Joining me, as always, we've got the Dynamite Giraffe with the beautiful beard.
What's up?
And down below, we got the Crassy one, RGT.
Hello.
How are you? Both
I'm
tonight.
right.
If it is your
I like
first...
your hair, Jason.
Thank you.
Terrible.
You have like.
Are you transitioning?
No!
I mean,
You
it's
have,
cool
like-
if you are.
I am not... Are you saying just because I have long hair, I look more feminine?
Yes.
I was typing YouTube and I was typed YouPorn by accident.
Wow!
By reflex.
By reflex.
But I was gonna say you have like a 90s sitcom dad hair right now.
You look like you would be on Friends.
Oof.
Canadian Friends.
That might be the insult that gets me to cut my hair.
Do you have like a Canadian slang term that's like different for friends?
No, we watch Friends here as well.
Well, I meant in like your group of friends, like your pals, your buds, your compas.
Your moose pads?
Is that a real thing?
Maybe try it out someday. Your beaver buddies? So if it is your first time joining us, it is a 1 hour podcast where we talk about the latest in gaming, including what we've been playing, some headlines you may have missed, and of course,
Canadian rock.
of course, the biggest topics for tonight are, what are they? New Pokemon Snap. We got new Pokemon games to talk about because we always do those games justice on this show. Monster Hunter Rise, an update on that because we also do that game and franchise justice on the show. And Ratchet and Clank updates in PlayStation's latest state of play. All right. So that's the ground rules. Oh, and then we wrap it all up with a lightning round. That's where we take your questions, your topics. Beaver buddies, you guys ready?
I need to talk to my agent about
We
this
are
show.
changing the podcast to Beaver Buddies.
It sounds like a questionable kids show.
I'm now curious if it exists. Beaver Buddies.
I don't think you're gonna find what you're intending to find.
Or maybe you are. Maybe you are.
Episode 6, Amazing Feats and Beaver Buddies. Damn it with Beaver. What is this about? Stories of superhuman strength, random act of kindness, and having best friends. Now, doesn't that sound wholesome?
What the hell? What?
Sure.
The podcast is actually called Damn It with Beaver.
What have you been playing, Jason?
Whoa, what a twist.
I mean, you're obviously not here tonight.
What are you drinking there, Greg? I'm not here. I've been playing the new Pokemon game, which we're going to talk about. Hearthstone, which I completely forgot resets every month. And literally 3 days ago, I made it up to silver rank 1. I was like, I'll just wait and come back to this after the weekend, and then I'll hit gold. Only that I came back on May 2nd to realize it knocked me down to bronze 10 because it's a new month. So I'm like, oh, I could have gotten some rewards. Some Hearthstone. What else? Minecraft Dungeons has been in the circuit recently. I've been playing some of that. Monster
I think you're
Hunter.
the first person that I've heard say that they played that game.
It
Actually looks interesting to me.
Honestly, it's my son who's been enjoying it, and we've been playing a lot of local co-op. It's really turn off your brain and play. I reviewed it a year ago when it came out, and I was hoping it would offer more going into it for the grind, especially like local co-op. But if it wasn't for my son, I probably wouldn't play it. But he gets a kick out of it, so. I feel like I was playing something else, but a little bit of Overcooked, I think. Sean, have you ever played Overcooked? I don't imagine you have.
I feel like I have.
Because I think it's only local co-op.
I think 2 went online multiplayer. And that was like a big demand from the first one.
Mm.
And I'm pretty sure it does because my sister's been trying me to get me to play, which is she likes the weirdest games like Animal Crossing and Overcooked 2.
They sound like they go together. All the people I know who play one play the other. Sean,
I feel like I might have played it.
Beaver Buddy Sean, what have you been playing?
I played Second Extinction, which sucks.
That's unfortunate.
Just about to say, yeah.
Yeah, oh no.
Game sucks. I mean, the concept isn't bad because it's dinosaurs, but it needs a lot of work, man. It's not a good game. The missions are terrible. The difficulty is impossible if you want to play it solo. Like you can't. So it's pointless to play it solo. It looks pretty ugly, honestly. I didn't have fun with it. I played new Pokemon Snap, and I played a lot more Titanfall 2. I'm now level 24, I think, online.
That was free for the weekend, eh?
Yeah.
It's on Game Pass already. If you have the Game Pass, the big one that has a Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah. So
I thought I saw it free somewhere too.
Steam had it on for free for the weekend.
I think Steam had it free. But yeah, other than that, just mainly those games.
How about you, Dynamite Giraffe? What you been up to?
I did as well play some Titanfall 2, and I don't know, I forgot how well. The reason I left playing the game in the first place was because the player base started to dwindle, but then they had Apex Legends find success, and then I felt like more people were talking about Titanfall 2, so it made the matchmaking much easier when there's actual people playing. So I did jump back into Titanfall 2 and play that, and I forgot how much fun just in general it is. It's like, 1 minute you're trying to fight, a pilot on the ground and you guys are squabbling, or, trying to hold a point and somebody throws their Titan in, some other Titan comes around the corner, you lasso it, you jump on it, pull out the battery core, then you zip line over to yours that's dropping it. It's just like so much mayhem and it's, it took me a while to get readjusted to the wall running because that's not available in Apex. But I fucking miss that game. So much fun. So I played that. I also played Second Extinction, which I had a very, very poor experience and a very, very fun experience.
What?
I played... go ahead.
Why did you both play this? This came out in October, right? Did something happen recently? No?
It just came out on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Yeah, and I do have Ultimate, so I downloaded it on PC and on Xbox Series S. But the Series S, it looked great. It just played it, like Sean was saying. There's a lot of bugs and stuff. Like even the random. So we had this bug where my two teammates. I was playing with Brett from Nintendo Enthusiast and his buddy Brett, which made it even more hard to play.
What? Brett?
Yeah, Brett. But like they completely disappeared from my game and showed me like way somewhere off in the distance, but they were actually right next to the area that I was in, but we couldn't enact the beacon that was supposed to scan, so we couldn't complete the mission. But the dinosaurs kept responding, but like they would just be standing still. And then a couple of them, you were shooting them, they were still attacking, but they were like stuck in buildings and in like parts of the structure of like this little tent area. And then sometimes they would just like random physics slap down and fire off into the air. And I was just like, what the hell is going on? So I ended up playing on PC, but on PC, like none of those issues occurred, like nothing whatsoever. And granted, it was only a couple times, but
the PC build is also older because I think the PC build came out in like October, like Jason was saying. It's just it's another Game Pass fodder game.
Yeah. I like that one that's coming out with the robots or whatever that people are saying that they showcased in the last, whatever that indie preview was. And like, I mean, they're all about the same caliber. They're these like, third-party games that are, it's just like Sean said, they're just there to fill up space on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had actual decent teammates, and that was cool. But other than that, just staying on the usual grind.
No Pokemon Snap for you?
No, not. maybe. So like maybe my fiance and I could play it together, but she probably would enjoy something Pokemon more than I would.
Did you like the original?
I did, funnily enough. Like I'm not like a big Pokemon fan. Like I know like, you know, the main ones and stuff and played Go and stuff. But I feel like for whatever reason, you know, just as a casual, like relaxing game to play, like I don't mind that.
Yeah. What do you think, Sean? How far did you make it into it?
I'm like 4 or 5 hours into it. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. You know, if you like the original game, you'll probably really like this. It looks better. It plays better. You could do more with it. It's fun. It's relaxing.
It's a completionist's paradise. I love all those achievements to unlock.
Yeah, there's tons of achievements, tons of like side missions and stuff that they want you to do. And then you got to get 4-star pictures of all of them. So there's a lot of replay value if you enjoy the core experience. And yeah, I mean, it looks good. It plays good. It's if you played the original and you didn't like it, you won't like this. But
I like how they stuck to the original formula and they just built on top of it. So I like the fact that now you've got, so originally you had one picture per Pokemon you were trying to get. Now you've got 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, which like within each of those rankings, you can get a different ranking. So you need 4 different types of shots of Pokemon, of each type of Pokemon. You got a day cycle, a night cycle for every level. And then as you like increase the research point of a course, the course changes and the Pokemon change within the course.
Yep.
I like it.
Side paths too.
Yeah. So I like it, but it's a very chill. It's a very relaxing game. Like it's not a game I can binge on. It's just something when you really want to just turn your brain off.
Yeah.
Smoke some weed.
If you're into that, sure.
I thought you were a big weed connoisseur, Jason.
Nope. I would maybe wine and Pokemon Snap.
Alcohol.
Although now there's weed drinks in Canada that you can order.
What?
Have
no
you?
COVID shots in Canada.
Yeah, you can. No, what? Sorry.
No COVID shots.
Actually, by the end of this month,
found some.
every
Ooh,
Canadian they found some. I think they found some from. No, I won't go there. But
Johnson and Johnson.
No, those have been blocked or they're not distributed.
Yeah, that's where they got them from.
A very small batch. Most of it's Pfizer, Moderna.
You just put the vaccine in a blunt. Solving problems.
Maybe more people get vaccinated then.
Yeah.
But no, have you ever like had weed as a drink? Because it shouldn't be. It should not be a thing. It's any plant like weed is a very like it doesn't necessarily smell nice. So or taste
It has a
nice.
distinct smell.
Basically, the drink tastes like plant. Like just imagine drinking plant. It's just not great. Yeah, it is fully legal up here, Treon, but it's there's still stigma around it, and I guess I'm just uncomfortable with the idea of being under the influence of things. Like the only thing I'm okay with is alcohol because I know my limits. I know what it's about. Like I've had the time, whereas now I'm just middle age. I'm like, I don't know my limits on weed and stuff. I'm not gonna go start experimenting with that.
That's the fun of it.
Yeah.
I've heard too many people like green out, I think is the term, when they have too much weed and they're just like,
Green out.
yeah.
I mean,
he's dead.
If you're not smoking something laced, you'll be fine.
I don't need that to try. I've heard some people like shake a lot when they had weed too, like
What?
edibles. I don't know. I hear some people say
Parkinson's people. You smoking with Michael J. Fox or something?
Well, he would probably stop shaking in that sense.
Yeah, it stops you. You just sit there. You chill.
I think you're fearful. Too fearful. You're putting the weed on a pedestal.
Maybe, like to a certain extent, yes. I've heard horror stories. But anyways, I don't need. I got my video games. I don't need to like be even more mellow.
It said,
huh?
Stop with the BS propaganda in the chat. Look at Treons.
I just don't like. I don't want to touch it. All right, let's get. Why do I hear myself? Am I on anyone's speaker over there?
Oh
No. Oh, maybe it's Greg's side. No.
no.
Strange. All right, let's talk about. Anyone try the new Monster Hunter update? So we had a.
I actually haven't yet, and I've been waiting for it for so long that I haven't.
Just too busy.
Yeah, just working on stuff and shit.
I also have not played it because I'm still in village quests. Finishing
I've
it
done
this
all
week.
that shit, so I need to hop back into it. Maybe I'll do it tonight.
So to recap real quick, what the new, well, we had a digital event before the update. Digital event looked at Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. Reminder, it's coming out July 9th. Looks really good. They went into the battle system that has kind of a rock, paper, scissor using power, technical, and speed. Looks like characters from the first game are appearing in this one. And then Rise updates. So they revealed the new Elder Dragons and Apex monsters, which is cool because I fought these in World, so I actually know who they are. So to see them they added the Fire Kitty, which I'm like, oh no, I hate this guy. But it's cool seeing them in there. They got added new event quests, unlocked your hunter rank. What's your hunter rank at? Do you remember?
Yeah, 7.
Okay, so that's been unlocked. If you complete hub quests, layered armor is now forgeable. That's a big thing for fashion hunters. And then more monsters have been announced for end of May, although they haven't revealed who. Several new monsters coming at the end of this month. A new story chapter being added, a new ending. This is just great. Like, I'm taking this game slower, so I'm not appreciating this. But for people like you, this is great. It's a great way to keep you hooked in the game.
Do you realize the game has been out for a month now? Over a month now, right?
I play 4 hours a week, sir.
Well, that's because you choose to.
Yeah, that's what I choose to do. I choose to play 4 hours a week. Because then I have to play Monster Hunter World 8 hours a week, and I want to play other games. So,
Why your life is so hard?
You guys slut the gaming, and we can't all play 50, 60 hours a game a week, sir.
Typical Russ.
Do you know how much? Do you guys know how much you play roughly a week?
No, because it varies. It depends if I'm doing reviews and stuff or what's going on. There's no definitive answer.
I
at least know I'm like about at least an hour and a half, 2 hours a night.
So under 20 a week, roughly.
Depends, because like sometimes on the weekends I'll like
Up.
yeah, or not play at all. I'm like, I gotta like go clean the yard or something, or spray out the patio like I did today.
Yeah,
old man stuff.
Spray the patio. do you water your lawn?
There's leaves on the patio. I gotta spray them off and get rid of these wasp nests up here. And
does that bring you joy, power washing the patio?
Actually, funny you say that, because today, like I don't know, sometimes you reflect on like, where you've been and shit. And like before this, I've only lived in apartments, and it's nice to have my own place and, be able to say that we own a home. And just like, I did find some enjoyment today because I felt like an old accomplished person when my life is in shambles.
I have no porch to power wash, and I've never power washed or washed any patios in my life.
It's satisfying.
Huh.
They do that I live in a condo, so they have people that clean the deck.
Yeah. Do you want to clean some patios, Sean? Have you ever done manual labor? Like a job?
Yes.
As a job.
No, not as a job.
Oh, okay.
My first job was a dishwasher at a buffet restaurant, and it was horrible.
Yeah.
That shit was.
I mean, do you consider
forearms are like rocks?
a drink maker?
Were you a bartender?
No, I made the drinks at Sonic.
What?
What?
And ice cream. I was an ice cream and drink person.
How is that a dedicated role? Isn't it
because a lot of people just go to Sonic to get drinks and ice cream. They don't get the food. It's just like a cook.
No, that's you push a button and you wait, right?
No, but okay. So let's say there's 6 cars out there.
Okay.
3 people want a Coke. 1 person wants a banana split. 1 person wants a sundae. 1 person wants a milkshake.
Okay.
You have to make 3 of those things. They're not pre-done.
Okay.
And then you have to monitor what size. Is it small, medium, large?
Okay. Yeah. No, that's physical.
Scoop out the ice.
It's physical. I'll give you that. How old were you there? 15?
16.
Oh, close. Have you ever heard of corn detasseling? That was my first physical job.
What?
I guess not. So you walk down the cornfield and you pull off, I guess, the tassels. I don't know what they're called, but it's the thing to help the corn pollinate the other corn. And so you walk down the corn and you just do this. I hated that job. I hated that job so much.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, because you're constantly walking in a rut of dirt like this. So your feet are always like this. And it's hot, it's sticky. You're walking through cornfields, so it's full of like spider webs in the morning and dew. So you're all like wet and sticky. Then in the afternoon, it's just hot and dirty. It's not corn porn. Why you guys try to paint me as like some weed smoking, corn porn, beaver loving Canadian?
You did that.
I just want to be the beaver buddies. Last week we had the state of play, which was more of a state of Ratchet and Clank. Subnautica Below Zero was shown off. Wait, was that it? No, they also did Among Us with the Among Us exclusive Ratchet and Clank years. And then another. I didn't understand the point of this. I watched it. I'm like, I almost don't want to watch this because at this point it's just spoiling everything for me. I feel there's enough Ratchet and Clank out there that you either want it or you don't. And most people want it, as far as I can tell. It looks stunning.
Yeah, they are kind of. I said the same thing. I feel like they're kind of oversaturating it. Like, I think pretty much everyone has decided whether or not they want the game or not.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really need to see that much more from it. At least I don't, but I don't know. Maybe some people are still on the fence.
Well, I think they're continuing their trend of a state of play for every major release. But the thing is, Ratchet and Clank is such an established series. It would be like doing like a 20-minute showcase on Mario and being like, and here you can jump. And sometimes you can even jump the gap. And this here's our plumber, and he's looking to get his princess from the evil dragon, which we call Bowser. Like, it kind of felt like that to me. I don't know if Ratchet and Clank clearly is not Mario level, but I mean, it's 20 years old now, so I assume it's got a big enough fan base that it's kind of hitting it over the head.
I mean, that's just like how it is now, though. There's like, they'll just beat the dead horse of whatever game is coming out next because they have nothing else to talk about.
That's fair. But like the Ghost of Tsushima presentation they did a year ago, like that was warranted. Like we didn't really know what that game was about. And I like, that was the one where they talked about the wind and we're like, oh my God, the wind directs you. The Last of Us 2, I didn't really watch because I didn't care, but I imagine there was some stuff to showcase there. But yeah, this is just another reason for me to get a PS5. So now we've got Jedi Fallen Order, free upgrade, which I can finally play with less load screens. We've got Final Fantasy VII with the upgrade, some free DLC. Then I can finally get into Miles Morales. I can get into Ratchet and Clank. What else came out that I missed on the PS5? So
that's pretty much it.
Reasons are stacking to get the PS5, and after that, it's going to.
Unless you want Returnal.
No, didn't that come out last week?
Yeah.
Did you guys play that? No, guess not.
No,
I'm still PS5-less.
Not my type of game.
I've heard good things. I've also heard
it's not a bad
stuff.
game. I don't like games that are difficult just to be difficult, and it seems like that has that sort of vibe to it.
So you're the only one here, Sean, with a PS5. Is the haptic feedback do anything for you?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it.
Because apparently that's another feature that's worthwhile here.
Yeah, it's definitely good.
I'm curious to see PSVR 2, like how they incorporate any sort of haptic feedback. I think that's going to be a kind of a turning point for them.
I thought I've always been kind of not a big fan of VR, but I was sure Oculus Quest 2 was going to be kind of the thing that won me over. Like I actually paid money to buy the Oculus VR 2, Oculus Quest 2. It's been collecting dust for the last 2-3 months.
Same.
It's almost like VR is a gimmick, and it's never going to be a standard thing. How many times do I have to say that?
Well, I've always agreed with you, but I thought for once, like, this might be.
That I was wrong.
The only thing I'm excited about that I haven't been this excited in a long time is Resident Evil 4. And that's coming to the Quest 2,
Yeah,
I
that
believe.
might be cool.
Yeah. Other than that, it's just like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, guys, I know I'm echoing, but I don't know where I'm echoing from. So I
Your
can't.
ass.
I'm echoing from my ass. Well, Dr. Sean here says I'm echoing from my ass, but I'm pretty sure it's firmly shut, so I don't know what to do. Okay, let's get into some headlines you might have missed, unless you guys had other thoughts of the state of play.
No,
State
it was
of play.
pointless.
State of none of these have really not taken off well. State of play, it's just kind of boring stuff. Okay, headlines you might have missed. Starting with Monster Hunter Rise is about to become Capcom's best-selling single-platform game. What a surprise! It's not. Still fascinating. I never thought it would have done so well comparative to World when World was multi-plat and Rise is just on Switch. So
Well, what systems did World come out on?
everything but Switch.
How do those systems perform in Japan, where Monster Hunter is most popular?
Fair point. Fair point. So it's at 6 million copies worldwide right now. Man, we got a lot of topics about Monster Hunter Rise. Loses out on top spot for the first time since launch. So it lost to, take a guess. I forgot this game launched. Nier Replicant. That launched last week.
It did.
Yeah.
But you guys are not into Nier, I assume.
No, I didn't.
I've
I've
heard
never played. I hear they're good. It's just I never got around to it.
they're good. I don't know if you would appreciate it the way I appreciate it. It's a bit of like you'd probably like the combat, but I think the philosophy would be lost on you because you wouldn't care.
Malarkey.
Yeah. Next we've got so Super Mario Party update actually gave a big boost to play. Have you guys actually tried Super Mario Party since they've updated with the new netcode? Apparently it's
already
much smoother.
I gifted my copy.
Oh, it was a
gifted
physical copy you had?
Yeah. So I don't have it anymore.
I have no reason to play it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool that they did that because it needed. That was my biggest problem with the fucking game in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't have it anymore.
Did they wait? It looks like they sold 14 million copies of this.
Yeah, sounds
Mario
about right.
Party?
Yeah,
What?
it's a lot of party. Next we've got some Castlevania news. Actually, two pieces of Castlevania news. Greg, we lost you. Apparently
Just making sure my webcam's not echoing for some reason.
Oh, okay. Apparently, the canceled Castlevania game has been is available online to play. Have any of you guys tried it?
No, I watched a playthrough of it though. It has really good music.
I didn't even watch that. What? Oh man, it looks rough. I mean, it's an old game, but
It's a Dreamcast.
I know it just looks so bad and blocky. For those who are wondering what it looks like, here we go.
I was just looking it up.
Got Sonya or Sonia. Do you guys say Sonya or Sonia?
So
Depends how I feel.
Okay. I feel like it's Ryu and Ryu all over again.
Music's really good.
Is it? I'm not gonna play it because Konami.
Why?
Konami.
But it's a gameplay. Konami doesn't care about gameplay. They just care about cutscenes and trailers.
Oh. So, yeah, it looks very N64 era with a little bit more polish.
do you guys think it would have found success if it ever fully released? Like if
I
that
think
was like
so.
based on the concept?
I think it would have been all right. It looks better than the N64 games in terms of gameplay. It's not nearly as clunky, the jump mechanics and stuff.
If it stayed on the Dreamcast or if it went multiplat?
I mean, it would have just been a Dreamcast game because they could have finished it up on the PS2, but they chose not to. So
Good point.
Interesting.
I don't know enough about Castlevania in the time. Like, I'm very much a latecomer to Castlevania looking back on it. So I don't know what like Castlevania Fever was like back then.
The N64 definitely hurt it
Hmm.
because there was people like me who went to Target with their mother and it was like, holy shit, there's a Castlevania on N64. Mom, can you buy this for me? And then she was like, I think she said no, but then I got a good report card, so she bought it for me, and then it was a piece of shit.
Yep. With the alchemy part.
Yep.
Also last week we got a new Castlevania trailer for season 4 of Netflix, which looked amazing. I haven't watched season 3 yet, but it looks like season 4 is the finale of this story arc. Really looking forward to seeing where it's. I'm gonna finish it.
Ooh, are we going to talk about Mortal Kombat,
What about
The
it?
movie.
the movie?
I haven't seen it,
I haven't
but
seen it.
I watched a review of it, and it sounded like I would be annoyed by it.
Yeah.
I assume you watched it?
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 6.5 out of 10.
Like everything I heard about it, it seems like it would be better. I mean, it's not better than the original movie.
I don't know. I even just actually yesterday and today watched 1 and 2, and I was a big fan of what was it, Mortal Kombat Legacy, the series that came out. And I don't know, it's just like there. I don't know. It just reeked of let's set the stage for the sequel.
Oh, it didn't stand on its own at all.
Well, I don't understand why they put in a new character.
Yeah, and the main character is a new character that they just introduced, and I was like, is he gonna, like, the whole time I was waiting for the like big moment, and it just like never comes. I feel like so. I don't want to spoil it for him.
Is the new character interesting, at least?
No.
Oh.
No, he's very white bread.
Yeah, he just has no, like, there's no reason to care for him.
Oh.
Or care about.
I heard it was campy though. Like, isn't it a fun movie to just watch and laugh at?
Kind of. Like Kano and, of all people, Kano and what the fuck is his name? Cabal had the best lines in the movie. Funny, like really good delivery. They're just like assholes that you grow to like.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's weird because their roles were like, they had such good lines, and like their roles were, I thought, were more interesting than the main characters that we've seen get rehashed in every Mortal Kombat movie that comes out. But like, I don't know, it sucked because there was a lot of those funny like moments that you're like, oh shit, I can't believe he said that or whatever. And then the rest of the movie just kind of like never finds its footing. It's just like the shots that they did, like I can see why they're trying to like frame it as like this could be a level in the game, and you know there's these two in these versus moments where they're, you know, facing off, you know, face to face in these just the way the scenes are, but it just comes off as like, I don't know, like
force
suffocate. Yeah, like it just like,
wasn't Goro like a throwaway character in it too?
Yeah, it's just weird. There's so many weird nuances just that they decided to go with, and the one thing that, you know, still I'm conflicted with is they never really figure out how to insert flawless victory, fatality.
They put that in there?
They had instances of it, or call me Scorpion. Like it's never like just like introduced in the right way. It has to have that, like you said, like a campy kind of cheesy feel to it. And yeah, there was a lot of fan service and there was Easter eggs and stuff, but it never really gives you what you're looking for, especially if you've watched the originals and played any Mortal Kombat game.
You guys think we're gonna get another Street Fighter movie?
Probably not. Which is fine because I am fine with the original movie.
I find I don't know, Capcom is really like picking up steam lately. Their franchises are firing on all cylinders. They're selling like crazy. They're getting their IPs all over. I just saw some Street Fighter perfume the other day in my timeline, where you can get like Ryu or Chun-Li like perfumes.
If anything, they'll go like the Netflix route, like they're doing with the Resident Evil CGI series.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't think it'd be like a theatrical thing or anything.
They put their animated, the hand-drawn stuff on Amazon Prime. There's some Street Fighter shit there.
I think Street Fighter would fit very well as a TV series, way more than a movie format, because you can explore so many different characters.
Do you really want to? Like, that's the thing about these. Like, do I need to know? It's like, I don't know. It just seems weird to me. Like, I don't need to know. Just keep it simple. People want to see fighting. They want to see shit from the video games. Don't give them some stupid backstory and a bunch of other crap that nobody cares about.
That's the thing. They all have backstory already. Street Fighter Plus has a lot of fleshed out backstory through like comic books and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a natural fit. But have you guys seen the Castlevania Season 4 trailer? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. How are you going to talk about Castlevania stuff and not talk about the fucking coolest thing?
What?
The limited run finally.
Oh yeah.
What did they do?
Showcased it.
I don't buy anything from limited run.
You are worthless.
Big ass like collectors sets.
Of what?
Of Castlevania Anniversary Collection.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Jason.
Go to the website, scroll down, and look at coming soon.
It might have been on the list. If not, blame Treon.
I'm buying the $174 one because I have problems.
Is it number 106, that one?
What? It says fucking Castlevania on it.
Yeah, I think I see it.
What do you mean you think you see it? It's Castlevania. How do you not know what Castlevania looks like?
Oh, here it is. All right.
Oh my god.
So, this thing's huge.
Oh yeah, look at all the goodies you get. You can click in on the picture too.
I did click in on the picture. So you get the retro art box art prints, which are ugly. Oh, you get a steelbook.
How dare you?
The steelbook's nice. Like, look at this. What are you going to do with a retro style dust sleeve? Like, if you're a retro collector, you probably have a ton of these everywhere.
It's nice to have.
It's nice to have for what? What are you going to do? You're going to put it on a shelf?
I'm not even opening the box.
Of course, because you're just a box hoarder.
Whatever. I do want to read the book though. That looks cool.
Retro style box with metallic ink.
Ooh.
So one looks like a Sega card.
Yeah, one is based on.
box.
There's a Bloodlines version and then a non-Bloodlines version. If you don't get the Ultimate, but if you get the Ultimate, you get both.
Oh, okay. What's the skinny box?
What skinny box? The skinny box, the small one.
Yeah, like the small gray one next to the Sega one.
That's what it would look like normally for the deluxe. It's clamshell.
Oh, okay. And then
so like the one that's to the left is the standard edition,
Oh.
and then there's the classic edition, which is the gray one, the Bloodlines edition, which is the one that looks like Bloodlines, so on and so forth.
And it lights up and plays music.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I might actually buy the standard physical edition and the Ultimate edition.
Hold up. There's an enamel pin of Castlevania.
Here we go.
Okay. Well, if you're not going to open your box, can we
just buy it, Jason?
$175, and then you get a bunch of miniature replica box. Like, what are these? Empty little boxes?
Yes.
Oh, it has Kid Dracula. Why is that in there? That's not a Castlevania game.
Yes, it is.
Nah. It really is.
When was the last time you spent that kind of money? Like I know when you bought the Oculus Quest 2 and you don't even play with it, and there's shit in here that you would actually
What am I gonna do? I would not play these old Castlevania games. I played them once. They were nice one time. Castlevania 3 was terrible. I don't want to go back and play these. They're just gonna be sitting back there where I can just appreciate.
Did you play
them.
the Game Boy ones?
I played all the Game Boy ones except Kid Dracula.
Well, that. See, this is how bad you are. It's not Kid Dracula, the Game Boy version. It's Kid Dracula, the Famicom version.
Whatever's with the collection, I did not play.
Just be my loophole.
The only thing I want here is the pin and the steelbook, and maybe that light up and play music box.
I said I would never buy from Limited Run again, but if I buy from you and you bought from Limited Run,
okay, then I'll take the pin out of it and send the rest to you.
At a discount?
Yeah, I'll remove the pin. Treon says Kid Dracula on Game Boy is better than Famicom.
I don't know about that. You don't have the Ku Klux Nazi guy in the Game Boy one, and you get to kill him. So I mean, that's a good thing.
I mean, this is nice, but what's the reality that I can actually get this? Pre-orders open tomorrow.
They're open. They're open. Okay, first off, idiot. They open on the 14th.
What's this time? Oh, that's 11 days, not 11 hours.
Yeah. Second off, it's an open pre-order system. So they run it for like a couple weeks, and then they see how many they need to make. It's not like it used to be where you got to wake up and.
Oh, that's nice.
Refresh.
Because I did that with the Doom shit too.
It's a slippery slope. Like I was already looking at the Shantae physical collection. I'm like, that'd be nice. And then I started looking at the price. I'm like, nope, I like the money in my pocket instead. I know that if I start down the physical collection route, it's going to get me. Like I got one vinyl. I'm like, I should get all the video game vinyls. It's just, it's tough.
I feel like that's a good journal unboxing video right there with all that shit in it.
You know how to sell me, don't you, sir?
Just picture yourself opening it, Jason.
I see it. I see it.
An
It writes
unboxing
itself.
video.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you make some money back on
What
it.
do you do with yours? I bought this box. Look at it. I'm not opening it. On the shelf. it
Nothing.
goes.
I'll just put it in like the background or something, or I'll upload like a picture of it on Instagram, and I feel in my mind that that's enough to be.
Just put it next
worth
to
a
the
tag
other
credit.
trophies.
like my Monster Hunter sitting right here. Nice and
Oh man, like pull him out of that box. He's
No!
suffocating. Poor my.
It's funny because like I justify it like the same way. Like if I buy an extra one and I'm like, oh, I posted it to Instagram.
Done.
On the shelf.
Back on the shelf you go. I mean, I used to be like you guys, so I get it, but I don't get it so much anymore. I'm just like, that was such a weird logic. Let me buy this thing so I can just not do anything with it, not use it.
Because okay, look at the limited run collector's editions of stuff
I know.
unopened on eBay.
Yeah. But are you
it's
really
like,
ever
hey,
going to sell it?
If I need money, you don't know.
They're
Yeah,
don't.
especially now, like the prices for collectibles, like we were talking about before, it's just gone crazy. There's
Yeah, that
like,
retro game bubble really burst, didn't it?
still
Fuckers have
hauling
been saying that
ass.
for 10 years. Get a burst. No. Snatcher's worth $2,000 now.
how much is your Spider-Man 32X worth now? Did
I think
go-
like 1500.
Damn.
Yep, I bought it for $300.
Yeah, and I laughed at
cray.
you for that. Wow.
Who's laughing now, fucker?
Well, you haven't sold it, so it's not really money made yet.
Yeah, but I mean, I can if I want to.
If you find a buyer.
I mean, one just sold for $1,400 on March 27th.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think this one, the Shakedown Hawaii, was one of the limited releases that I bought. I want to say it was 29. It might have been 39, brand new. So I bought 2 copies. So maybe eventually I'll play one. But like new now, they're going for 80, and that was just, I mean, that was like what, 6 months? Not even.
I might buy it because I need more Castlevania like stuff. The only thing I have,
here we
I don't know if
go.
you see it. I got Trevor Belmont's statue back here, which I spontaneously bought for like $60. So, and that just sits there and collects
Statue? What are
dust.
you gonna do with a statue?
Well, I've been putting it all in my
That's
diaries.
the thing. See, statues they don't sell. Nobody's buying a used statue.
No, they're completely for decor because I don't buy things with the intention of selling them.
You should.
Nah. The only thing I buy with the intention of selling are stocks.
How's your portfolio looking?
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah, mine's not too bad either.
That's good.
You're
I'm
here.
happy for you. Cheers all around. Other headlines. Let's get into the headlines. So, 2 more Earth Defense Force games are firing onto Switch later this year. Oh man.
2. What's the other one? There's one coming out this month.
There's Earth Defense Force 2 Invaders from Planet Space and Earth Defense Force 2017. Coming to Switch in Japan. Joining the already announced Earth Defense Force World Brothers. I don't know anything about this IP.
Yeah, I just saw that it had crazy ass slowed down frame rate, and everybody was like, "It's so bad, it's good."
Ugh.
I don't. Where did you see that? 2017 came out on the. Oh, it is coming out on the Switch. Interesting.
Yeah.
I like those games. They're actually very fun. You just kill fucking big ass bugs that are taking
Starship
over cities.
Troopers? Now
Yeah,
that's
essentially.
Pretty much, yeah.
a fun movie.
Have you
But
seen any of
the one that's
sequels?
the one that's coming out this month is a voxel style, but it doesn't look bad. Like it just looks kind of different. Did you know?
What?
Nah, I forgot to do it.
No.
I thought that's what was coming up next.
No, it's did you hear?
Oh, yeah.
Street Fighter producer Yoshinori Ono is leaving Capcom to join another studio.
Oh.
And former Street Fighter producer Yoshinori Ono has been appointed president of the Lightworks. How delightful.
Go for him.
Yeah. Relevant to you guys, Timefall 2 sees huge player resurgence ahead of Apex Legends crossover. We can feel and see that resurgence right here as you two have been jumping into it.
Resurgence. Yeah, update comes on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, Metopia came out, and that's been...
It didn't come out. It had a demo, but can carry on.
The demo came out, as in people have been making terrifying faces. My timelines have been filled with creepy me faces. Any of you guys try it?
I tried the demo, and I didn't hate it as much as I thought. I still don't think I'll buy it for $50, but well, you know, it has some. The writing is good. It has a lot of charm in it, but yeah, I don't foresee myself spending $50 on that.
I don't either. Maybe a sale. But look at some of these things. So we got Minecraft Steve that was made. We got Mega Man, SpongeBob. People are making some. I don't know wait, who's this guy?
I saw a good Garfield one.
Who's this guy?
Uh,
We got Strong Bad. We got like bald guy with something coming out of his nose. Morshu? I don't know who Morshu is.
You just kind of look alike.
I thought like
oh,
what?
watching basketball.
Oh, there's the Garfield one.
The Garfield one's good.
Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean was pretty good too.
I saw the Mr. Clean one like everywhere.
It's meme fodder. It's a meme fodder game. You have fun with it for one day and then you're done. Next we've got...
Did you hear?
Did you hear that the Queen's 24 karat gold Wii has popped up on eBay?
I did.
You
Saw
should buy that. That looks like something Sean would have in his background. Just a random 24 karat gold Wii.
Was it
How
like
much is
300
it?
grand? I think it was 300 grand.
300 grand?
I think so.
Too rich for my blood.
That's a little bit. Yeah, I was going for 300. Oh, you can buy it now for 300. I don't know if now we have the 24 karat plated. Obviously, Wii consoles up for sale and auction, so you can buy it now for 300, which means it's probably lower than that right now. I wonder what the bids are at on it so far. You got 1,700 people watching it. No,
How the fuck is she gonna
offers.
have big family games and not Wii Sports with it?
Maybe it's a UK thing.
Do Canadians hate the UK as much as Americans hate Canadians?
Well, considering all of our money has British people on it, I would say no, probably.
How do you guys say you're independent and you're not? Like, why do you celebrate Independence Day?
We
You're
don't-
like half independent.
We don't celebrate Independence Day. We celebrate
You have-
Canada Day.
Third world country.
We just celebrate the fact we're Canadian. And we're
Pat
like,
yourself on the
Literally
back.
the participation trophy of days.
I mean, we didn't have to fight anyone. They just kind of left us alone after a while. They're like, you know what? Govern yourselves.
Can you fight anyone though? Is that a thing in Canada?
You can fight
Sorry,
people.
I shot you. Yay, us.
You could fight people.
Have some maple syrup.
Sorry, eh?
You know, you laugh, but it's pretty nice to be in a chill country and not having to worry about people always wanting to punch you and shoot you and stuff.
I mean, I've lived here for 35 years, sold drugs, done drugs. I'm never really worried about it. You know, shit happens, but
Well, you've never been threatened for your life in that scene?
yeah, but I put myself in those situations.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad where I am. Next, we've got these headlines, Treon. What are you making me read? Terry Crews wants Nintendo to localize Mother 3.
Yeah, he made a tweet.
Who? cares? I just want someone to release Mother 3 so that it can flop
People
hard.
shut up.
People would
Yeah,
shut.
yeah.
Nobody. It would like move 100 units, and people are like, "Why is this game so good?" Or "Why is this game? What was the hype of this game?"
I don't know. If it came out on the Switch, it would sell because everything first party tends to sell on the Switch.
I think people would buy it more out of curiosity than out of want.
Maybe.
Isn't it because there's like a lot of
Religious.
racists? And,
Oh, is it
Yeah.
racist?
It's not. I mean, there was something that was kind of like involving trans stuff, and I guess you're not allowed to talk about that. It would need to be translated and probably cleaned up a little bit from the original version, just because of current viewpoints and world, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable stuff from that aspect. But I mean, I don't know. I don't give a fuck about Earthbound, so
Neither do I. But I've
Yeah,
never
sounds
played
like
it either. But nothing about it appeals to me. Okay, last few headlines. Google added a search bar to Stadia, and that is a news headline for Stadia. I kid you not.
and it didn't work. It didn't work right.
How does a Google? How does a Google? How does a
How
search
does a
engine?
Google?
How does a search engine not know how to do a search bar for its?
I don't
game?
know. Rerez tweeted about it that didn't even work right.
Oh man, Rerez is on Stadia news like a bee on honey.
Shit on a cracker.
Activision Blizzard CEO agrees to cut huge salary. Oh, really? That's amid backlash.
Yeah.
What a surprise!
As he ends up liquidating Toys for Bob into
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
Yeah. The CEO's $1,750,000 base salary has been cut to $875,000. Imagine cutting almost $1 million of your pay and just being like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'll not take that $1 million."
Yeah, but he's made he's been in the headlines since Modern Warfare 2. Just
yeah,
how much of a
Raking.
rich asshole he is. Yeah, but I mean he's got other sources of income, and like I've seen like crazy ass bonuses and all this sort of stuff.
The guy probably has more money than he knows what to do with. Of course, the next headline was Toys for Bob is now a support developer for Call of Duty Warzone. That is a very sad fate. It's all guns and shooters. NES collector recalls the time he threw out packaging worth $4,000 to save space. What did he throw out?
I mean, it happens. I've thrown out shit and sold shit. Snatcher. I sold Snatcher complete in box for $80 back in the day, $100, something like that. That's worth $2,000.
sold Pokemon Snap on 64 complete in box not too long ago. Before the
I remember when you did that. I think. Was it that
I haven't
recent?
even looked.
Hmm.
Let me see what's. Oh my god. Yeah, I sold it for like $80, and it's went up to 134. I could have made some money, and it was a really clean copy too. I'm an idiot.
And then there's one, I don't know if we want to cover this, but I've seen it as a headline going around. Have you guys seen the famous late night show quote? The late night host who was
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher making
Yeah.
fun of people watching Twitch, making fun of people watching other people play games.
It doesn't. It's called controversy creates cash.
It's called being out of touch.
It's not even that necessarily. Sometimes people just say shit to get a reaction out of people,
Yeah.
and then it gets people talking about them. Case in point. When was the last time you talked about Bill Maher?
Never. He never
Riveting
comes up.
conversation about Bill Maher.
Yeah, like
You know, I got
Yeah.
into like a late night show craze like a year ago. I was watching like 3-4 at a time, and I started watching Bill for maybe a few weeks. Like I watched maybe 2 or 3 shows. I'm just like, I'm not feeling this guy's comedy.
I mean, it back in the day when you had like the round table discussions, like they weren't bad, I thought, because you had the problem with late night shows nowadays is that it's a very one-sided stance on viewpoints and stuff. And even if somebody has a crazy viewpoint or a different viewpoint, like it should be a balance. And like when he would have the round table discussions, like he would have like different people from different walks of life and different backgrounds, different religions, different political stances and stuff, and it makes for better it makes for better shit. But nowadays, everything is just so fucking one-sided. It's like,
Well,
mind-numbing.
that's the first reason I was drawn to watch them a year ago. Was all the other late night stuff I was watching. They were all making the same jokes. Like literally, I was watching like 3. Let's say I was like, oh my god, they're basing it off the same material, but it was all the same jokes. Whereas Bill had a little bit of a different point of view than the other. He's a little bit less liberal minded or more right wing than left wing. I think that's the wings.
I would say he's left, but he'll listen to a right. He'll have a right. Like when they would do the roundtable stuff, it would be, there would be Republicans versus liberal people or more liberal people.
I thought he was old school right wing and has shifted more recently left.
Well, that's because of the climate you're in,
right?
Like look at every late night talk show host right now. They all are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So those were all the big headlines we had to discuss this week. In terms of lightning round, any topics, questions, anything at all that you guys would like us to talk about or anything we might have missed?
Thinking about the steak I got.
Are you eating another steak? How did last week's steak end?
It was good. Today I realized that it was the sell by date on the steak, so I just went ahead and cooked everything I had. So now I have a bunch of leftover. So I'll probably have a little piece.
Are you reheating your steaks?
Yeah.
Well, isn't it chewy?
Not really. Throw it in the microwave for a minute. It's good to go.
Nah. I can only eat steak fresh. I find it gets too chewy after.
If you're leaving it for a couple days, maybe, but
Talking like
I usually eat it pretty. Come on, that was goal. That was offensive goaltending. It was a good story, Ryan. Great story.
Is the
Move over,
Teostra
Bible.
toaster
Greatest
anagram
story ever.
intended? Probably. Oh, you probably don't know who Teostra is, Sean, yet. You're going to discover the pain of
Sounds
fire
like
soon.
It sounds like a shitty music DJ.
Monster Hunter Rise. I actually had one of the best theme songs in Monster Hunter World. RGB,
Get a read, for Christ's sakes!
did they send you another massive 2-pound steak again?
No, it was like 1.25 pound. So it wasn't nearly that much. Which I'm glad, because that shit was like $18 fucking dollars, and I don't feel like I got $18 worth of meals out of it. Maybe I did. It was good. It was Angus, but
What about chat? How do you guys think about the new Pokemon?
how do you guys
Snap
feel about
Master-
steak?
No, more steak. Except Treon. Treon's opinion doesn't count around steak anymore. The guy puts ketchup on his steak.
Yeah, see, I can't. I slather it in steak sauce.
You know what's good though? Ketchup chips with grilled cheese. Grilled cheese, pickle, ketchup chips. It's the trifecta. You
I could get down with that.
You get like the right proportion of crunch between the three. You get the salty.
We have a question. When are we getting Castlevania Diaries for the Netflix series?
Why are you grinning? You just got a Castlevania diary last week or the week before.
This is what the channel was built on.
And I got over 1,000 views and I'm very happy for them. I'm
Now
very
you're
grateful.
abandoning it.
Sorry?
Remember when you shunned my Monster Hunter video and you were like, I could have gotten the same views as that. Have you looked at the views on that lately? Yeah, eat my ass.
I have not.
Piece of
How's it
shit.
doing?
I got like 80 or 90.
Oh, somebody's bitter.
No. It didn't matter because I got paid anyway.
I'm just a baby channel. You shouldn't be comparing your massive Hollywood
I
channel
did
to
not.
mine.
You compared yourself to me.
Yeah, because I'm the underdog. I get to take shots.
No,
But what if-
I don't understand that mentality. I do not understand that mentality in
If
life.
you take shots at
People
me,
are like,
you're
"Oh,
a bully
yeah, like why?
because you're bigger than me.
It doesn't matter. Like fucking A. Like when I was a kid, if you went up and started talking shit to someone and then they beat your ass, it would be like, oh, that just wasn't fair. You're picking on no, motherfucker. You came up to me, you started talking shit about me. I'm gonna fucking end you. Like
I didn't talk shit. I just pointed out the fact. The viewership
it
seemed
was
low.
it was a slow start, and then I did some retooling, and every Capcom was
You
very
went back
happy.
and retooled it.
Yeah, I changed the thumbnail and the title.
After my comment?
Just when I saw the views on it, I was like, I feel like it should be getting more, so I retooled it.
Okay, so you're at 70.
Once in a while, I'll do that.
Okay.
But I usually don't, because I usually don't care. But unless I feel like I could come up with something better, like my Famicom Disk System video, that fucking tanked. But I was kind of like, well, I mean, it's something that'll get evergreen views on it anyway, so I don't really care. I just wanted to make that video, so I didn't like retool that one. But like a Monster Hunter one, I was like, I feel like it could have done a little better.
Well, you've got 77,000 on your Monster Hunter, and I think my best one, which is why I'm not buying Monster Hunter Rise. Thank you for keeping me to my word. I have not bought Monster Hunter Rise thanks to you, Sean. That one has 57,000, so you're still outpacing me. What is this Monster Hunter knee sock video? Monster Hunter Rise knee sock layer for waifu, early and easy HD.
What? Is that even English?
If you want socks on your character for your waifu. Even Sean calls me the Monster Hunter guy. Between the three of us, I've become the Monster Hunter guy, ironically enough.
No, you're the underdog, Jason.
I'm the underdog. I'll be the underdog for a while.
RGT, be honest, the Sharp Famicom video is just so you can write off the console. I mean, you're not wrong, but
That motherfucker looked big.
It is big, and that video had a sponsor on it anyway, so whatever. I'm good.
Did I miss anything? Any other questions?
Nope.
All right. What's coming down the pipe? Actually, I'm gonna go first. So last week, a new journal entry for The Witcher 3 is out, where I share my thoughts on the Bloody Baron quests. Recommend checking that out. It's not Monster Hunter content. Also, I've got some journals for Monster Hunter in the pipe. There's a new Hey Jay Eats out that came out as well, where I look at a box from Sweden, and there is a lot of salty black licorice. As I have learned, it's a very popular snack in Europe, and it tastes disgusting.
Black licorice?
Black salted licorice. It is covered. It's like putting a salt block in your mouth.
I hate black licorice.
Awful. Yeah.
It's awful. And like 5 of the snacks were that. I'm just like, why? Why are you giving me so
my
much?
mom likes it. I'm like, you're disgusting.
My mom likes them too. What is with moms and liking black? Does your mom like it, Sean?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'd disown her if she did.
So if you want to check out that, you can head over here for Hey Jay Eats. Otherwise, Monster Hunter Rise stream Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and then Monster Hunter World stream Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Eventually, I will finish one of these Monster Hunters, and we're going to get back to having one Monster Hunter night and one non-Monster Hunter stream. But that's a ways away. Greg, what's in your world this week?
Still back on the news grind over at PCinvasion.com. Probably stream this week. I'm debating on starting the Paper Mario series as a stream thing so I can be consistent with it, but I'll decide that probably tomorrow. I made a TikTok. I don't know why, but I did. I was just like, fuck it. And so I put up my first video. So Dynamite _ Giraffe on TikTok.
What's your
I'll probably
video
just actually I just gave the channel a shout out and just what I'd be sharing and stuff. But it already has like 160 views or something like that.
Nice.
I posted
We
earlier today.
have
So
to
that was
unlock
pretty cool.
We have to unlock the mysteries of the TikTok, man.
I want to talk about it's like 151 views. But I wanted to like share some of the random stuff that I have. Treons. I'll never post it on YouTube. But like all the random shit that I've accumulated over the years.
Greg's with the younger crowd. He's beyond
just some of my favorites and stuff. But yeah, if you want to follow along, find me there.
Man, my latest TikTok has 7 views. Go ahead.
Sorry, I thought it was my turn.
It's your turn.
I really don't know what I'm doing this week. Probably a news video tomorrow. There's some interesting stuff that happened this weekend. I'm going to eat a steak tonight and continue to watch the Knicks, who are up 15 right now as the second quarter comes to an end.
You still doing your wrestling video?
No, I'm rebooting it. I'm rebooting that. I didn't like it. I didn't like. No, it's gonna be just whatever I want. Like RGT rambles. I think I said what I was gonna do. I'm just gonna talk about whatever the fuck I want.
RGT's
from food
meats.
to basketball to whatever, sports, wrestling. I didn't like watching and taking notes of wrestling because it's like I do this with video games. Like this is supposed to be something to avoid that. I just don't like it.
Right. Very cool. Well, I guess that's it from all of us. Special shout out to Treon, who put all the topics together and who is managing this channel. He'll be chopping up these podcasts, putting them on all podcasting platforms, I assume. And it's also available in clip form here on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe, like the video, and do all that good stuff. And then follow the Dynamite, Giraffe, the RGT85, and the Hey J wherever appropriate. Otherwise, we'll see you next week, same time, same channel. Hope you all have a good week and a good evening. And until next time, keep it classy, or as Sean would say,
Keep it crassy.
or as Greg would say,
A little bit of both.
good night, everyone.